Ja Morant, man. What do you think, Schultz?
It's pretty awesome.
Why? That he's a point guard wanting to be a shooting guard?
Hey.
What's awesome
I like
about
that.
That was good.
No, I just think it's awesome. To be honest, the tricky thing is like they have to make sure that the brands are willing to stay with him. But his superstardom that he's ascending to right now is just limitless. I mean, the way the guy plays the game is so exciting, and then who he is off the court is more exciting. So you have one of those situations that you had. It's different, but the closest thing I can relate it to is in Iverson, where you got this guy who's like, yo, I'm out here. I'm going to live my life however the fuck I want to live my life. And I'm going to play the game however the fuck I want to play the game. And we all want to play the game like him. And then some people want to live the life like him. And it's just magical. So many eyeballs. I mean, the kids are just going to be like, oh my God, this is my hero. Now, I understand why the companies are going to be like, nah, fuck this. Why are you, making it, why are you living this life that you don't necessarily live? I guess that was the criticism. Like, is he really in these streets, or is he adopted this street stuff once he became rich and successful?
Both were stupid.
Yeah.
Whether he's really in the streets or adopted the streets after he's super successful, both were dumb.
Yeah.
I don't know if kids like this. You know what I'm saying? Because kids recognize stupidity too.
No, they
and there's
don't.
a lot of kids.
No, they don't.
Kids like this.
They recognize it and they go, that's awesome.
No, when it comes from rappers. Not when it comes from somebody who's on a basketball court making hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yes, they do.
Yes,
No, they don't.
They
Who's
just
Charlie?
like wild boys, man.
Where do
We
y'all get this
loved
from?
AI.
Yeah.
We loved AI.
You
when
didn't see AI doing stuff like this, Alex.
What are
You
you
didn't see
talking-
AI
He
flash-
literally got a gun charge.
When did Allen Iverson get a gun charge?
When he was in Virginia.
No, he didn't. He got into a fight. What are you talking about? He got into a fist
Yeah,
fight.
it was actually, I think they gave him a lynching charge.
In South Carolina, if you get into a fight with a bunch of people and you end up
it's a-
jumping somebody,
Gotcha,
it's a
gotcha.
it's a
Okay,
lynching
fair
charge.
enough.
Okay, that's still being stupid.
Yeah.
You got all this money.
He
and
was 17 years old. He wasn't even in the NBA yet. What are y'all talking about?
Okay, whatever.
He
Right.
wasn't a multi-millionaire with $100 million sneaker deal, $100 million contract. Why do you think he's getting flamed on social media? They calling him. I saw somebody calling him what they call it, NBA, NBA dumb boy.
Yeah.
Ja Morant.
Yeah.
As in warrant.
Yeah.
The kids don't look up to this because they can look at this behavior and tell it's silly and stupid.
Nah, that
Charlie,
shit
you don't know
fire,
kids, bro.
I just want to
You
do
don't
hood-
know kids.
No,
Stop
you don't
dressing
know.
like one. You think if you dress like one, you know them.
I want to do
Why
hood
said
rat
You got a
shit.
sweatsuit on. Get out of here,
No,
bro.
I
I want to do
like
hood
this.
rat shit with my friends.
No.
And he's doing hood rat shit
Yes.
with his friends.
They like hood rat shit with your friends when all your friends are hood rats. When you're a $100 million NBA player and could lose everything because of this, no, they don't respect that. And by the way, they'll be the first to clown you because the truth to the matter is misery loves company. They're really jealous of you. They don't want to see you succeed. So they will cheer you on when it comes to fucking throwing your life away. And now that he's in trouble and he's been suspended indefinitely, what's happening? Trending topic online. Look at that. Memes. Are you just a fucking meme now?
Well, people meme everything.
Yeah.
They got nicknames for you, but that's what they do to you. They don't really want to see him in these streets. They'll cheer you on until you jump off a bridge, and then they're like, "You stupid motherfucker! Now you NBA dumb boy."
I think that
think
you're
you're off on this one.
speaking on this as an adult.
Yes.
And I think that these kids making the memes are just having a lot of fun. And it's more fun to show how into guns and into the street life he is than it is to be like, let's make memes about how bad it is to be street.
They're calling him NBA dumb boy,
Yeah, it's a pun. It's funny.
and it's a reflection of how they feel about him. NBA dumb boy. All I
Derrick
know-
Rose watching Ja Morant waste away a good pair of knees trying
See,
to be
that's-
bad.
That's trying to be hood.
That's
Time out.
hilarious.
Once again, Derrick Rose watching Ja Morant waste away a good pair of knees trying to be hood. Nobody respects that hood shit, bro. They really don't.
Charlotte, the kids are relating to him because he likes all the same music that they like. They do the same shit in the videos with their guns and all the shit. I'm talking about just the kids, the young kids that like the
kids
same
don't
shit that
respect it.
I'm telling
Okay,
you,
what do you
Charlotte.
think? Okay, because I know you worship academics. The
No,
kids, go
fuck
to
out of
academics
here.
page and
Are
see
you
what the kids
no,
saying
get the
about-
fuck out of here. Get the fuck out
Go
of
to
here,
academic
bro.
page and see what the kids are saying about him.
Why you
By the
say-
way,
Yeah, why'd you throw academics on me? That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
You never hurt his feelings.
Yeah,
You talking about his outfits, talking about his nails. That shit rubbed right off. The worship academics.
Yes.
Damn, bro.
That's why
Why'd
you
you put
keep-
that on him?
That's why
You want dressed as one
That-
academic sneakers that he wore on flavor.
You look like Grand Wizard Chat nigga, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I've never even seen him, but I think that's how he looks.
The GOAT. Shout out Grand
Yeah,
Wizard.
yeah.
The GOAT.
All I'm saying is, go to Act page and see what they saying about him. Act had the funniest joke. Act
What'd
was
he
like,
say?
Ja gonna be the first person. Ja the first person to ever try to get out the NBA to make it to the hood. Like nobody with common sense respects this, and I don't see kids respecting this.
But
either.
kids don't have common sense. That's the thing.
And Alex said that the kids respect the mute. Yes, they like Ja because he listens to the same music, but Ja's their age. Ja's 24 years old.
Why do they
Of course,
respect-
he's gonna be in the music.
Why do they respect the rappers that do it, and especially the rappers that fake like they live the hood life? Because we know a lot of rappers that don't do that hood shit, and they still rap about it. Why do they respect that?
I don't know what y'all call respect, because the reality is,
Admire, look up to.
Yes.
Listen
I
to
think
their
they
music.
like their music. I don't think that they're liking. I don't think nobody has a favorite. Oh man, did you see him with the guns in that video? Like,
Right.
it's the music attached to it. Who said something about that earlier? The story. What was the shit? You said something about the story. What the guy said in the Michael Jackson musical?
Oh, the
Do
song.
you remember?
The song tells the story, not the artist.
Exactly. So people like artists that tell stories through their music. And if you're watching, like, let's say, a documentary about them, and this dude's telling you all this gangster street shit he did,
Yeah.
and he's in the streets with a bunch of dudes with guns,
Yeah.
you'll be like, damn, he really from where he from. But once
Yeah.
that person makes millions of dollars, because you see it all the time, whether it's YSL, Ja Morant, as soon as they get in trouble for being hood, everybody calling them stupid.
Well, here's the thing.
Everybody.
Here's the thing. Nobody that's in the NBA that's actually hood acts hood.
Because they happy to be out.
Well, no. If they're still active, and there have been people in the NBA that have been active, I don't mean active like they're going running around the block shooting people, but they're active like with the gangs that they grew up in, and they're still maybe supporting some of those things, etc. I don't want to speak too much on people's business, but
Some of it is documented, though. Like Jalen Rose has put it out there.
all right, fair
You know what I'm
enough.
saying?
There are
Jalen
other
Rose said
people
I was
too.
that guy. Yeah.
There are
yeah.
other people. Those people had this crystal clear image because they knew they were on some dirt, and they couldn't bring any attention to the dirt, so they had to be good figures in the community,
Oh, I know who
etc.
you're talking about.
Yeah, you do.
I know exactly what you're
So
talking
don't
about.
talk about it.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking
So there's a few, but yeah.
about. I know exactly.
So
You're talking about the big one.
come on, bro. Yo, what is this?
I know,
Okay.
like,
They're all
Right
tall.
right here. This guy right here. My point is.
his gunner main over
My
here, bro.
point is, yeah, God,
Gunna
Lee.
Main.
Gunna
Gunna
Main.
Main. Funny as shit.
Okay.
Gunna Main.
So I think the fact that he is out here living this wild life, got the gun, etc., shows me he's not really about the street life, because if you were about the street life, you wouldn't share that shit. You'd be trying to be like the perfect little NBA player who's media trained and all this other stuff, so they don't know about the wild stuff you're actually associated
I'm
with.
gonna be honest with you. I don't even think Ja was trying to act thug. What I think Ja was doing was being a rebel without a cause, because he's already under investigation for other incidents, right? I think
Just fine, put out the
yeah,
gun.
word. That's why he did it like this. He didn't point it at the camera like tough guy shit.
Yeah,
He's
like
like,
that.
and a boo boo.
That shit is funny, bro.
Yeah,
It's almost like he's listening to people who's like, yo, you know, you're under investigation for fighting a little kid or whatever. You're under investigation for allegedly pointing a gun at a person. I think he was mocking the system that's coming after him. He's mocking all of the, you know, the analysts like Shannon Sharp and everybody else, to his detriment, of course.
Yeah.
But I don't think he was trying to be gangster in that moment. I think he was on
Let me see it,
and
let me
a
see it,
boo
let me
boo.
see it.
Very, very stupid decision.
Why do gangsters always want to be naked? What's gangster about that? Why gangsters always got their shirts off, just draped over dudes?
I know one thing, man. You know, all I know is, man, when you come from the extremes that somebody like Ja Morant comes from Dalzell, South Carolina. The
Oh, really?
population in Dalzell is like 3,500 people. I'm from Moncks Court. When I grew up, it was 7,000 plus people. Now it's like 10,000. The population of where he's from right now is like 3,500 people. Like, Ja is from the sticks for real. Like, Probably didn't even have a real basketball goal. Probably had the crate with the plyboard behind it type shit.
Wow.
Right? I know he probably grew up on dirt roads. You know what I mean? So to see somebody come from those extremes, do things like this, it's like, man, please pull the young boy to the side before he blow it all. Because he got the opportunity to change so many people's lives. Like, yo, Ja's only in his, 4th year in the league? So he ain't even got the big deal yet.
I thought a lot of the memes were saying like he had both his parents,
Yeah,
private
he went to
school,
private school,
like-
all that kind of stuff.
Sure,
yeah.
but that don't mean you still don't come from the dirt.
Well,
All of that probably happened to him because of basketball later on once he got in
right.
high school. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. The way that it was being positioned, maybe it was Skip Bayless said it. No, Shannon Sharp said it. It's like they were trying to do the Eminem thing to him. Like, you went to Pembroke. That's a private school.
Yeah, but
Like,
I promise you probably went to Pembroke because of basketball.
well, no. Pembroke is a fake school in
I
a
don't
movie
fucking
called
know.
8 Mile about a battle rapper.
Well, you said it like Shannon Sharp said it.
That's the bar
That's
that
what
he
he said.
says. Clarence has some really nice parents. Like,
Well, I'm saying he probably went to a good.
what's going on with
he
you, bro?
probably-
You want to talk about something? What's
No, I'm
happening
saying
right now,
he
bro?
probably still went to a good private school because of basketball.
Huh?
I'm sure that's why he ended up there.
If I find out that you believe everything that happened in movies is real, it's going to explain a lot about our friendship.
But he went to a private school.
It's going to explain a lot about our
He
friendship.
went to a private
bro.
school. I didn't know he went to a private school.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was the memes online. I
Online,
don't
they
know.
made it seem like it comes from a good.
You're the funniest
God,
guy.
that is
bro.
right.
Yeah.
Charlamagne just looked at me. He goes, he went to a private school.
Listen,
I
didn't even-
no. You literally said this, and this needs to be focused on.
I said that?
You went to he went to a private school. Did y'all say he went to a private school? I don't
don't
know if he
remember
went to a
saying-
private
I
school.
don't remember-
He literally
Somebody rewind the tape. I don't remember saying that. I
you
really
just,
don't remember saying
like
that.
right after.
No, I thought I was replying to y'all saying that Shannon Sharp said he went to a private school. And I said if he did go to a private school, it's probably because of basketball.
Yeah, that probably. I would think it's probably because of basketball too.
Yeah, but he's still from the sticks.
Okay, so he's from and the sticks. Just to
And the
clarify.
sticks don't mean you from the hood either.
Yeah, could he
You
be
could just
from
be from
like
the
a small
country.
suburb?
That's all I'm saying.
And have
Yes,
land.
That's right. You could just be from the country.
So maybe his parents are rich.
Nah, they definitely weren't rich.
How do you know that?
Nah, they weren't rich. They weren't rich growing up.
How do you know that?
Cause I saw his documentary back in the day. He had there was a documentary on YouTube about Ja, like maybe 3 years ago. 3 years ago. Yeah, they weren't rich. What's his pop's name is T?
T. Morant.
T Morant. So yeah, but I just don't want to see this brother blow this shit like this, man.
What does that have to do with anything?
And I was gonna salute T. I was gonna salute T. Like, yo, T, pull your young boy to the side. And I wonder about that too. I wonder about the dynamics, right? Like, when you come from that and now you worth hundreds of millions of dollars, you might be the big homie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, there might not be anybody to pull you to the side and tell you, like, yo, bro, you shouldn't be doing that, including your pops.
Yeah.
You know?
His pops looks incredibly dedicated, though. I mean, like, he's at every single game.
Absolutely.
Like, he's clearly dedicated to his son's success.
His
So,
dad used to play ball, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah.
Yeah, T used to play ball. Yeah. Semi-professionally
wow.
played basketball and gave it up when his wife got pregnant to become a barber.
But still, usually parents that are that dedicated and influential in their kids' lives are going to have influence.
I would think so.
Over the decision their kids make, just out of basic respect. I mean,
And that's the other thing, too.
Yeah.
I do see people saying that, like, yo, his dad don't have no control of him. That's not true. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you just get to a certain age and you're just not listening to your parents.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The kid is 20. He's 23
also,
years
you might be a
old.
parent. You might go, "Nah, this kid needs tough love, and he needs to, know his limits, and he's gonna have to learn it the hard way." And like, you can't be there.
You don't want that to happen in this situation, though.
I mean, we just saw the Chris Rock special.
Yeah, but goddamn, Chris Rock's daughter ain't made hundreds of millions of dollars yet. And the things Ja is playing with, it's one thing just to have, you might be drinking or something, but you playing with guns. Like, somebody gonna try you, bro. Like, you ain't gonna just be flashing guns at people. You know what I mean? And you play ball in Memphis. Like, you ain't about to out-thug nobody in Memphis.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not about to happen. So it's just like the things he's playing with. Like, if you are indeed putting hands on people, if you are indeed pointing guns at people, somebody might feel away one day and feel scared and threatened and retaliate. You know what I mean? So it's just like, bro, don't stop playing with your life, man.
More at stake.
It's a lot more at stake for Ja Morant. Like, stop playing with your life. And I know everybody keeps comparing this stuff to like AI and everything. I don't know what AI was into. I know AI was a wild boy, but I also know that the internet wasn't around back then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I wonder how they would have reacted. I mean, but AI was just an absolute darling of the people. Like, we loved him.
People
I remember
chant.
being obsessed with him. I thought that he was just the greatest just sports figure that I'd ever seen. Like, I wanted to play the game like him. I wanted to be like him. Yeah, there was just like a liberation to it.
What y'all are saying about Ja Morant and the kids loving that is what AI actually was. But once again, AI wasn't doing shit like this. AI had tats. You know what I'm saying? He had the braids. He dressed like a hip hop person. He hung out with the rappers. He even rapped a little bit. You know what I mean? He wore all the jewelry. That's what people liked.